Hey y'all, what's up? I I'm over here trying to finish up my chips, y'all. I was eating me some Funyuns and drinking me some cranberry juice. All right. I don't know what kind of combination that was, but y'all, it was good. But let's get into the show. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I sure am. This new time is kind of fooling with me, y'all. Are y'all feeling this? Are y'all feeling weird with this new time? I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel tired for some odd reason. But yeah. I was like, damn, I had to realize the time was changed. I said, why do I feel so damn tired and beat down? It's this new time change, child. So I got to get used to that. But nevertheless, we do have a show for you guys. What up, Mellow Man? Hi. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Everything said in the video is a legend, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Yeah, y'all gotta try the Funyuns and cranberry juice. I don't know. It's the combination is good. But nice little snack. All right, let's get into some topics. All right. Let's get into some topics, child. Y'all know that Diddy is still locked up, but he is still getting sued. All right. Now, I don't know about this lawsuit right here, because if you're suing somebody, you got to have a memory of when it happened. This girl here, she actually testified in the case against Diddy just most recently when he was on trial. And her story was kind of wishy-washy to me. Like some of the details. At one point, she was saying that she was hung over a balcony, that Diddy dangled her from a balcony. Then she was saying she couldn't remember when such and such happened. And then she was saying it didn't happen. I'm like, well, what happened, girl? What had happened? So shout out to the Jasmine brand. It says that Diddy is hit with an amended assault lawsuit from Cassie's friend who accused him of dangling her from a balcony. Now she claims that she can't remember the exact date. Like, girl, that's something I would remember. I'm sorry. Certain things in your life that happen to you, especially if they're traumatic, you don't forget nothing. I'm talking about you remember the day, date, time, like, you know, what day of the week it was. You remember certain things like it's like it happened yesterday if it's traumatic enough. Being dangled over a balcony by your legs or your feet, yeah, that's traumatic. You're going to remember some shit like that, okay? But let's go ahead and get into it. So they said that Diddy is facing new developments in one of several ongoing lawsuits tied to his alleged past misconduct. Brianna Bongolin, a friend of Cassie, and a witness in Diddy's trial this summer, has amended her lawsuit originally filed in 2024. She first accused the mogul of holding her over a balcony and groping her on or about September 22nd of 26th rather of 2016. However, said that she recently updated her filing to state the attack took place in or about September of 2016. Girl, so she don't remember the date. So it says that according to Rolling Stones, that Diddy's attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, presented hotel receipts showing that he was in New York during that period. Bangladesh, the woman, also added new evidence that a text message from Cassie to Diddy's former chef, to chief of staff, I'm talking about chef, chief of staff, Christina Corium, describing the alleged assault. Okay, so she got a text message having a conversation with Cassie. It's a possibility that it did happen. So most text messages, if it happened a ways back, it's going to have the date on it. So you should be able to go and look at that and get that. So it said that Judge Mark H. Epstein, not Epstein child, scheduled a follow-up hearing for January the 22nd. Said that my suspicion is that by the time of the trial, that Mr. Combs will no longer be in jail. According to the judge, it says, do you think that Diddy will get a slap on the wrist for this one? Do y'all think that he'll be charged or he'll just have to pay her for this? I don't know. But she is spinning the block. I think she is looking to get some money. I mean, I think that's what this is all boiling down to. Again, she did testify in the trial on behalf of Cassie. Diddy didn't have anyone testifying on his behalf, but he has been hit with multiple lawsuits since he's been arrested. So we'll see how that pan out, child. All right. Because it sounds like she want a little bit of that Diddy money. All right, let's move along. All right, so Meek Mill, honey, Meek Mill found himself in a sticky situation where the police child tried to arrest his ass. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he missing Diddy. He want to be in there with Diddy or something. I don't know, because they said that he was Diddy's boyfriend. Allegedly. Okay, so maybe he out here doing some crazy wild shit so he could be in there with Diddy booed up. I don't know. They were dressing alike and everything when he was out. So I don't know. So police claim that that they detained Meek Mill after a call reporting a man with a firearm. They're saying no weapon was found. So they said that according to journalist Lorraine LaRosa, police detained Meek Mill after receiving a call about a man with a firearm. However, they never recovered weapons. So let's go ahead and scroll and see, according to Hollywood Unlocked. All right. According to Brown Girl Grinding, says that just spoke with law enforcement sources on Meek Mill's being detained outside of Harbor nightclub in New York City. Said the police are claiming that Meek was detained and then let go after they received a call about a male with a pow in a vehicle. They said that no pow was found. It says the ADCI spokesperson says that on Saturday, November the 1st, 2025 at 4:16 hours, said the police responded to reports of a male with a firearm in a vehicle in the vicinity of West 46th Street and 12th Avenue within the confines of Midtown North Precinct. Now, as part of the investigation, officers stopped 3 males in a vehicle matching the description and license plate number provided by a witness, and no firearm was recovered. They could have threw it out the window. Said that the investigation was completed and no arrests were made. So Meek Mill was detained, but he was let go. Okay. She said that I reached out to Meek's side. No words back yet. Said that Meek tweeted about the incident this morning. Let's go over. All right, so this is where they were arrested.
Young and black. We just
I ain't never seen nobody so underpaid like the police.
Figuring out what's going on here.
I ain't never seen nobody so underpaid like the police.
But you know, sometimes they always say, all black people look alike. I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. When they're trying to apprehend somebody, like, oh, they all look alike. No, they don't all look alike. I mean, if they give you the description of the person, like, go find the person. All black people do not look alike. So Meek Mill, this is his post. He said they're trying to get me. He said that they just pulled me out of the car and cuffed me in front of the whole club, embarrassed the shit out of me in New York City. He said, and I'm not scared to go out. He said, I'm not scared to go outside without a pow. He said that they had pow in my face for no reason, shaking my head. I thought it was a prank. So he thought this whole situation was a prank. He's saying the police did pull their weapons on him because they did get word that whoever the person was they were looking for did have a weapon. So that's probably why they were drawn whenever they ran up on him. But thankfully, he was not found to be in any trouble. So shout out to Meek Mill, honey, for getting up out of that. All right, because don't nobody want to be arrested, child, and in jail for Thanksgiving. Y'all know Thanksgiving is coming up. I hope you guys are getting y'all menus together so y'all get in there and get to making them pots hum, child. Okay. All right, let's move along. Blueface's mother, let's get into her, child, because she's sharing some stuff. She's kissing and telling. All right, I said, girl, you out here acting like Superhead. Y'all remember Superhead wrote that book and was telling on everybody in Hollywood that she was messing with. I was like, girl, are you ain't scared to go out without security after that book? Because, child, everybody, some people was creeping and sleeping back then, and they didn't want everybody to know that they were out there. But Superhead put everybody's name in that book, and now Karlissa Saffold, honey, which is Blueface's mother, is sitting down with Jason Lee and talking about the list of celebrities that she claimed tried to get at her, honey, back in the day. And she's naming some men who were also married. Okay. Because y'all know Snoop been married. He been with his wife since they were high school? They high school sweetheart. So if you with Snoop, child, and he done came to your house, that means he was married to his wife. Let's get into it though.
Went viral after you revealed that you had some celebrities that wanted to get with you back in the day. You said you turned down 50 Cent, Shaq, Ice Cube, Usher.
You see they ain't say
and even Snoop Dogg.
Which one I'm saying something? Usher was like, please come here. I said, no, I'm gay. And then Snoop was on my period. Thank God I didn't go there because that would have just been horrible.
What about Shaq?
Well, he came to my house and the damn Jonathan woke up. So he just calling and in the front of my house, and Jonathan I'm trying to put him to sleep. I don't want him to know, I got the kids in here. Couldn't put him to sleep, so I just stopped answering the phone.
Shaq's definitely gonna text me when he sees this.
Just tell him Donovan. I went to the hotel, me and old girl that's out there waiting for me, and we both panicked because he was just in a towel.
Who, 50?
Yes.
No,
and there was a lot of stuff going on that I just was like, whoo.
What about Ice Cube?
He was actually very respectful with his. So I came in and I did the little twirl around. And he was gonna supposedly get me some work.
What work?
Twirled around again.
Wait, what work?
Some TV work.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Weren't you in Friday though?
Yeah, I pulled up. I walked by the front car, and him and Mike was like, "Damn!"
Yo. So she's naming names, honey. Someone is asking who is she? This is Blueface's mom. All right, this is Blueface's mom. So she's saying that Usher tried to holler at her. She's talking about what's the guy name? 50 Cent tried to holler at her. She said Snoop tried to holler at her, but her cycle was on, and so it didn't go down. She talked about Ice Cube. Didn't I just say Ice Cube tried to holler at her? Damn, if she tried to sleep with 50 Cent, that's gonna be on video, because 50 said he don't sleep with and fool with no females unless he can record them, because he ain't about to have no girl spin the block and try to sue him for inappropriate anything. So yeah, that and I remember when he did that interview, he said he don't sleep with no women in the industry unless it's recorded. So if you see 50 with a woman, 9 times out of 10 she's on a video if she giving it up. Because 50 said, y'all ain't about to get my money, honey. But yeah, honey, she is kissing and telling and talking about all the guys that she was with. Do y'all believe her? Do y'all believe her? Somebody said Ice Cube would never. Y'all know Ice Cube been with his wife. I want to say they're high school sweethearts too. They've been together for quite some time too. So that would mean that he was creeping on his wife if he was trying to holler at Karlissa. But she said, hey, he was hollering, trying to holler at her, and also promised to give her some work in the industry. So I don't know. Y'all can put in there what y'all think. Usher, I was like, what? Usher back in the day, that would have made Usher young. I hope he was of age, because he was in the clubs and stuff like that back in the day with Diddy before he was of age to be in the clubs. So I don't know, child. Let's move on though. Okay, so let me get back into this. Hold on. Let me move this down while we talking about old Karlissa or Karlissa, whatever her damn name is. All right, so let's go ahead, and since we're talking about her, let's go ahead and get into her son. All right, Blueface. So Blueface's father made a post. Okay, let's get into it. Now I told you guys in a few weeks or so he's coming home. I know somebody's gonna be especially happy to hear this news. Krishan Rock, honey. Now y'all know she got her little young boyfriend who looks very, very similar to a younger version of Blueface, and she's probably gonna break up with his ass as soon as Blue get out. But Blueface's dad hints at Blueface being able to come home from prison as early as tomorrow. This was just 2 hours ago. He made this post 2 hours ago. Says today is the end of a chapter in my family's life. Tomorrow is the beginning of a new chapter in my family's life. Can't wait. So shout out to Circles of Blues too. They were saying that he's insinuating that Blueface will be coming home tomorrow. So we'll see if he comes home tomorrow. I'm pretty sure he's going to go on social media and announce it and talk and, let everybody know that he's there, and Krishan's going to be mad happy. Now, I did see a video where Krishan was saying that she's, for this new boyfriend that she's with, she's willing to go and remove Blueface's tattoo from her face because she's in love. I'm like, girl, you just announced the other day y'all just got together. Like, she is doing the absolute most. But nevertheless, that's what it's saying, that he is set to be getting out tomorrow. Okay. And then I saw this online. The CDCR, California Incarcerated Records Information Search. Jonathan Porter, which y'all know is his name. That's his CDCR number. Age 28. Admission date, he went in on September the 4th of 2024. Of course, he's in Los Angeles. They're saying his eligible parole date was December. So it looks like they may have moved some things up for him if he's getting out as early as tomorrow. Y'all see that? The parole eligibility date displayed above is subject to change. So maybe there were some changes that were made in terms of Blueface being able to get out early, meaning this month in November, because he was set to be out as early as December. So shout out to him if he's getting an early release. Okay. Shout out to him. Moving right along. All right. Okay, so let's get into this Tory Lanez and blogger Milagro-Grams along with Tory Lanez. Okay, y'all know this situation has been going on for quite some time. You guys know that Tory Lanez hired blogger Milagro-Grams to harass Megan Thee Stallion by way of social media. He paid her very well. We saw, and I covered this a while back, we saw a money trail and dates and whenever she was being paid to make posts and or go after Megan Thee Stallion, in which Megan Thee Stallion went after her legally. And of course, you guys know Tory Lanez is currently serving a 10-year prison sentence for pow-powing or allegedly pow-powing Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, he did appeal that, and I'm not sure how that's going because he's still sitting there. But y'all know he was starved up as well. They were trying to get him out of jail by way of that, but the only thing they did was move him. So they're like, you're gonna serve this time. We're just gonna move you. So Tory Lanez is ordered to sit for prison deposition in Megan Thee Stallion's defamation lawsuit against blogger Malagra Grams. Okay. So shout out to Jasmine Brand. It says that a Los Angeles judge has ordered Tory Lanez to finally sit for deposition in connection with Megan Thee Stallion's ongoing lawsuit against blogger Malagra Grams. It says that according to a new legal document obtained by TMZ, that the Canadian rapper's request to avoid being questioned was denied. Said Megan is suing Cooper for allegedly spreading false information online following Lane's conviction for pow-powing her in the foot in 2020. Now, said that Lanez, who is currently serving a 10-year prison sentence, argued that participating in the deposition could harm his ongoing appeal. Says, however, the judge ruled otherwise, noting that he may invoke his Fifth Amendment during questioning if necessary. Now, Megan's legal team plans to press Lanez about his alleged connection to Cooper, which is Malagra Grams' online campaign to discredit her. It says that the deposition date will be determined by all parties ahead of Cooper's scheduled trial on November 17th. So that's coming up here real soon. So as you guys can see, Tory Lanez is looking to appeal his case so that he can get out. But the judge is saying, nah, you got to sit in on this because you was in on it. And there was some money that was exchanged from you to Malagra Grams for her to make these false statements and or harass Megan Thee Stallion. So he's found himself in something else. So we'll see how that come out. Moving right along, let's get on into some mumble rapping news. None other, honey, than... Oh, I hate these pop-ups. Lord. Let's go ahead and get them up on the screen. Cardi B, soon to be ex-husband, child. If he go ahead and sign the damn papers. Lord. All right. So Offset, honey, found himself in some trouble because he is being sued by a security guard for assault and battery, child. Now, y'all know this ain't the first thing that we've heard about Offset. That we've heard now that he has this $2.2 million tax lien that they just talked about the other day as well that came out. So y'all know that he is trying to get divorced from Cardi. He had all these stipulations, want Cardi to pay us back taxes and shit. I don't think Cardi should have to pay no $2.2 million when you also have the capability to go on tour and make that money and pay your damn bills. I think he's being super petty and trying to hold that over her head for leaving him and now being pregnant by someone else. He's really bothered by that. But let's get into this. So they said that Offset is being sued, honey, over an alleged altercation at a dispensary with a security guard, claiming that the rapper attacked him. Now, y'all know Offset is not this tall, big guy. Okay, if you guys have ever seen him like in videos or whatever, he is not tall. He's a very small guy. So for you to attack a security guard, like I don't know. He don't look like he got no hands. All right, I keep seeing him in the video with Whitney Houston that I want to dance with somebody with them damn tights on. So it just don't give that you a hood nigga out here throwing hands. But anywho, Jim Sanchez is suing the rapper, saying that he's a security guard who was working at MedMen Lax or LAX child when let's say back in March when Offset and his friends allegedly came to the store. It says in the lawsuit, Sanchez claims that he asked Offset to show identification, which he says set off the rapper. He's probably like, you should know who I am. So Sanchez claims Offset became hostile, verbal confrontational, and physically attacked the plaintiff by striking him in the face. Not striking somebody in the face. Now, it goes on to say that Sanchez says that several people with Offset then piled on to further assault and batter him, which he claims resulted in him suffering from headaches and neck pain so severe that paramedics took him to the hospital. Yeah, he about to get paid. Damn, and you ain't gonna have the money, Offset, because you got that 2.2 hanging over you. So Sanchez is suing Offset for assault, battery, and intentional affliction of emotional distress. Ooh, child. Now I said that we told you about this third alleged incident back in March, which Offset which his rep called complete and total BS. And I said at the time, Offset's side claimed that the security guard rushed the rapper and even spat on him, which caused a fight to break out. Now, that, if you guys are outside of a store, especially in LA, I know a lot of cameras and stuff be out. So if someone caught this on camera, if it wasn't from that store, maybe one nearby where they could have seen this alleged incident take place, you can see who started what, who spat on who threw the first lick, and who jumped and stomped out who. If Offset is seen on said video, if they can show proof of that, then you gonna have to pay this man. Okay, I don't give a hot damn if you are a rapper. That don't give you the right to put your hands on nobody. All right, so multiple sources told TMZ that hip hop, the rapper, TMZ hip hop, that the rapper punched the guard, who they alleged then used a can of mace on Offset and his crew. I know that's right. Said that we reached out to Offset and Sanchez's attorneys for more information. Of course, no word back because this is an open case. All right, I don't blame them. I wouldn't talk about it either. But what y'all think about that, honey? That looks like the store they were trying to go into. But yeah, Offset, he is facing yet another lawsuit. Okay, so he and his security guards, they gonna have to cough up some change over there for putting paws on this young man. All right, I got one more thing I need to share with you guys. So y'all know we were talking about the Braxtons were talking about this damn cease and desist. All right. So their family attorney, his name is Antavia Weems. Y'all may know who he is. Y'all may have seen him in some of the past Braxton Family Values videos. He was in, what's the video where Tawanda was getting upset with Tamar for saying that Tawanda's ex-husband Andre was just a babysitter. Y'all remember when they were all sitting at the table and Tawanda got mad and said, I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Tamar. Like, he is not just a babysitter, he's a father. He's a father. Meanwhile, he ain't have no damn job doing nothing. He just wanted to sit at home and babysit while Tawanda went out there and got the money. But anywho, so Antavius Wings, here's a conversation proving that he actually served Tamar with the cease and desist. Tamar was thinking one of her family members, one of her sisters or somebody gave the information, but it said that her brother is the one who served Tamar with several cease and desist to keep her from having a conversation about him and his daughter and the things that happened, because it's alleged that Michael Braxton Jr. was abusing his daughters and allowing his then wife, which is not their mother, to do the same. So he didn't want that to get out. He didn't want it on the show, because y'all know he's a nurse. He's a male nurse. So he didn't want none of that shit to be out there to I guess ruin his reputation. Never mind your daughter, who was inappropriately touched and whatever happened between she and Gabe, who is no longer here. But at the end of the day, it's given that you didn't protect her, but you were more so trying to protect your image over her. So Antavius Weems says, or somebody said to Antavius, said, hey, Antavius, I had a question. Only if you can answer. Said the main question people ask is, what made you, or how could you send the cease and desist without the sister's permission or knowledge? Said, I appreciate you chiming in and clarifying things. It says that, as stated, if you're not at liberty to disclose this, don't answer. Okay. So then it says here where he replies, says, no worries. I sent the cease and desist because I represent the entire family. Therefore, either member who might have felt that they would have been harmed by an action could ask us to send one. Says in this instance, none of the sisters made the request. Okay, so then that only leaves the brother, which is Michael Braxton. Okay, says that I like your channel. If I can be helpful, feel free to reach. I guess it's out after that. Okay, so Antavius Weems, like I said, which is their family attorney, by way of, we'll say, process of elimination. He said none of the sisters requested it, but y'all remember in the clip, Tamar was very much so adamant about it was Tony, and it was also Tawanda that may have had something to do with it. But in retrospect, it appears that the brother was the one sending all these cease and desist to Tamar to keep her quiet and not speak on family secrets. Okay, so I found it. I said, let me share that. But that is all I have for this video. This is a quick pop in. What's up? Speak with your girl, Marcella. Thanks for being in the house. Okay, thanks for stopping by. All right, so let's get on out of here, guys. I appreciate you all. Of course, this is, like I said, a pop in. We're not here long. So thank you to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpio Miss, Rose Armstead. Thank you for being here. Jonetta Speaks. Thank you so much. Simple Mom Family TV. Speak with your girl Marcella. Thanks for stopping by. Shay Renee, if you're in the bushes, thanks for being here, ma'am. Miss Diddy, if you're in the building, thanks for being here as well. All right. But we're gonna we'll go ahead. I can't even talk. Get out of here, Wanda. Damn. So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here now. Okay. It's a great commentary out you. Okay. I appreciate ya. All right, but we're gonna get on out of here. Thank y'all for being here. To tap my like, okay, subscribe to the channel, and also share the video. All right, bye.